Get out of there. Come on. You're not supposed to be in there. Go, 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 go. That way, that way. You can hang out in that spot. What's up, YouTube? Alright, this is my raised bed garden. And where the chicken's hanging out in this section. I didn't get a chance to get more topsoil in, so I'm probably not going to be able to plant this section this season. And here is the actual spots that I got planted. What do I got? I got some spinach here that hasn't come up yet. I got a bunch of lettuce here. I think that's a little baby lettuce coming up. A couple of them coming up. Here is, can't see shit, it's too sunny. Can't see on this camera. This is garlic coming up. Garlic's doing good. Planted that last fall. And we've got a bunch of little beets coming up. Hopefully you guys can see this because again it's too sunny, I can't see the camera. Here we've got some beans, and planted some beans last year and they didn't come up, but they're coming up this year. They're doing pretty good, so that's good. Then we got some tomato plants. None of my tomato plants grew last season. I planted my pumpkin patch too close to tomatoes and the pumpkins exploded and they grew really big and they created this really heavy canopy, and the tomato plants that tried to grow just didn't get any sun. So you can see I got a little wire cage to kind of keep out any birds or whatever, and they're doing pretty good. This one's not looking too good. Well, it's looking all right, but it's just really small, so I don't know what's up with that. This is a beefsteak, and what I did is, you see the pennies, is I'm just trying this method. I have a really big problem with slugs where I am, and slugs don't like copper, so I figured I'd just take some pennies and put it around and see if that helped any. But slugs so far, knock on wood, haven't been a problem yet. So after tomatoes, we got some pepper plants. Unfortunately, I started off a bunch of pepper seedlings and I didn't write down what the hell they were, so I have an idea of what they could be as far as what type of peppers, but I'm really not too sure, and I do that shit all the time. It's really annoying. After the peppers, you probably can't see anything. I got all these little toothpicks marking where I planted, but this whole section here is carrots, all different kinds of carrots, and they haven't started coming up yet. So that's basically it for the raised bed. That's all I got planted this season. And I did this trench. My idea was to plant a whole long 50-foot length of like lettuce or something, but again I don't have the topsoil, so I really haven't done anything with that. Maybe I'll do a late planting on that. Then over here I got a couple of spots that I patched out, some rocks. I need to weed them a little bit. You can see what I'm working with. This third one up here, I just threw some black plastic on it to try and kill the grass under it. Haven't planted anything in that one yet. And this one I got some potatoes. I've got some peas. Actually, some of those peas coming up. Yeah, I think that might be something. I'm not sure. But I got some potatoes, some peas, and that's a tomato plant in the middle, which seems to be doing all right. And I know you're not supposed to plant potatoes and tomatoes together, but I said screw it. For this one, I'm planting that one tomato plant in the middle. Over here, again, this one I just sort of recently planted. Nothing's coming up yet. And I've got, what the hell do I have in here? I got some eggplant and, oh yeah, eggplant and celery, and that's in the middle. There's something else in the middle, I can't remember offhand. But see, this is kind of like a hill, and there's the top of the hill, and here's the bottom of the hill, and as you further down the hill you get, it starts to get really swampy, to the point where you get really down here, you got mud and standing water. Let's see if you can see that there. So It's kind of like a pretty challenging area to grow stuff in. Last point, I decided to try and get some blackberry bush clippings. See them here, I think. Yeah, camera showing it. And supposedly what you can do is just clip off some branches of blackberry bushes, plant them, and they'll take off. They're supposed to be pretty invasive and pretty tough, and they can grow in a pretty wet, marshy soil. But as you can see, they're pretty much dead. At least they look pretty much dead. Planted a whole bunch. I was going to try and get like a sort of like a fence line of blackberry bushes. Blackberries actually do grow really well up here. But what happened was, when I took these clippings, we happened to have about 12 days straight of rain. And right when I took the clippings, I was like, okay, I'm going to plant them tomorrow because it's raining too much. And I basically kept saying that for like 5-6 days. And I had them in water, which, you know, supposedly you can keep them like that for a few days. But I think I just had them in the water for too long and got to them too late and planted them. And again, what I'm planting them in is really wet and moist soil, so I just don't think they could hack it. So I think I'll try again and grab some more. Let's see if I can get them planted right after I clip them and see if that makes any difference. That's basically it. There's a lot more that I could be doing with this garden, but as some of you may know, I actually might be moving soon, and I can't take my raised bed garden with me, so I'm trying not to invest too much time and too much energy into it. And I'm not abandoning it because I don't know, my stuff's up in the air, so I might be here for a while, and in which case I want to, you know, have stuff planted and take advantage. But yeah, that's it. Later, YouTube. Here's the cold frame, and I got some herbs growing in here, some basil and oregano and parsley, and I don't even remember what the hell's in here, but it's in here and it's coming up. Alright, what do we got? We got some more peppers, and this is a Brandywine tomato. It's doing pretty good. This is, I think this is a Rutgers tomato. I think I'm going to take these two and plant them in some compound buckets and try to do some of the vertical upside down tomato stuff. I've never done it before. See how that works out. If you guys remember, I had the strawberry plant in the cold frame over the winter, and it's doing great. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. It's starting to get a little big. It really should it should be out of this pot, but I don't know. I might want to keep it in the pot and take it with me if I move anytime soon. And last but not least, I just wanted to show you this other plant I have. It's a really special eggplant. Look at that.